Good morning, and welcome to another gloomy day. Yeah, nice weather. Anyway, today I don't have much planned. Thought I'd just fill you in on it. Last time we put the skin on the bus. Well, most of the way on the bus. Just have this last little piece to go over here. But today, all I'm going to really be focusing on is putting in all those rivets. Then securing the windows a little better. All I have right now are just a couple of temporary bolts in place. Not temporary, just a couple of bolts in place. So I'm going to be putting more bolts around the windows. I only have 2 on that one. I have 5 in this one. And I have none in this one. I don't have any in this one yet because I don't have the butyl tape or putty tape in place yet. But yeah, that's all I have really planned for today. Just putting in the rivets up top and all along the rub rail. That's what it's called, rub rail. So I'm just going to get set up. If the weather eases up a little bit, I'll set up the tripod and time lapse some of this stuff for you. If it doesn't, because it is kind of windy, it does look like it's going to rain, so who knows, maybe you'll see something, maybe you won't. Hopefully you do. Well, be back in a bit. Okay, earlier I said I had to take out one of the windows because it had no butyl tape on it, or putty tape. That's this stuff. It comes in a roll of 30 feet long. It can vary in width from 1/2 inch to 3/4 to 1 inch. This I believe is a 3/4 inch. Could be 1 inch, I can't remember which one I bought now. But all it is literally putty on the end of a wax paper. I'll show you how I put that onto the window. Easy stuff. All you do, make sure your window is clean and dry. And just stick it into place. Then can you see it? Can you still see? Then all you do to tear it is literally just tear it. It's a simple tear. Try to make sure to get it all. You need it all off. Sorry if you hear sniffling and coughing and everything. I've had a cold for the past week. Finally getting over it. Of course, the last little bit wants to fight. But that's how easy it is to do butyl tape, or putty tape, or whatever it is called in your country. Or whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. So I'm going to install the window. I show you the process of that, but I want to concentrate more on installing the window than, no offense, showing you having footage of me doing it. These windows are not cheap, hard to come by, so I don't want to damage the window. I just want to get it in place. And like I said earlier, it's pretty windy out there, and I don't want the tripod to fall over. Anyway, be right back after the window's installed. Well, put in place. That'll show you how I install the window. Okay, so I have the window in place. What I'm doing is lining up the bottom of the window to the very top of this rub rail. The top of this window tucks into the drip lip beautifully. So now it's just the process of putting bolts every so often. Each window is different because each window is a different size. I know what you're thinking. Why are you putting bolts on the outside? It's supposed to be an inside screw. That's what the inner ring is for. My wall is thicker than what the inner ring can accept. I have nearly a 2-inch thick wall. Most of these windows only work for 1.5 inch thick walls. So I had to come up with a different method. Hopefully with all the butyl tape around, and if I put the bolts in the proper place, it'll still be secure. It'll still be secure and watertight. I hope. So I'll mount you back on the tripod, and then I'll show you the process of putting some of these bolts in. Okay, for my screw pattern, what I'm doing is going 4 inches up. Eventually I'll put a straight edge here so I can measure 4 inches over and get the exact same spot. So I measured 4 inches up, then I'm going to come in about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to take a drill with a 1/8 bit and drill this into place. Yeah, a little cold. Then I have these guys, which I'm going to screw into place. Even though they're self-tappers, I still want the pilot hole, so this way it goes in the exact spot I want it. And that's how I do them all. So I'll get to it then. Show you after it's done. So after many hours, I'm serious, it's been about 7 hours. I'm still not done, but I'm almost there. I have all of the upper rivets in place. The only ones I've missed are above the driver's door. I'll get to those ones tomorrow, hopefully. I have all of the bottom rivets in the rub rail completed. Man, that sun is bright on that metal. Then I still have to do the windows. But then I'm done on this side. So hopefully not much more on this side, just a few more hours tomorrow. Then I'm going to turn the bus around, get blinded by the sun. Then I'm going to turn the bus around and work on the other side. Hopefully that won't take as long. I know what I'm doing now, but it should still take a few days. Well, that's it for today's episode. I'll see you guys later.